Well, hey there, it's Mary with Mary's Stampin' Cafe. Thanks for stopping in. Today I am going to talk about what in the world do I do, or how do I organize all of my wonderful Stampin' Up! Paper pumpkin kits and my kits by Stampin' Up! When I've made the projects. And Stampin' Up! Is so generous. They always give you extra parts and pieces. Plus, you've got embellishments, you've got that exclusive stamp set, and you even have bits and pieces extra. And what do you do? How do you organize them so that you can use them again really easily? I have got a solution for you. And if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber already, you're going to love my ideas. If you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I am really hoping that you'll consider becoming one with me, because I have little Paper Pumpkin starter kits that you can earn when you do a 3, 6, or 12-month prepaid subscription. And I'm going to tell you, right now, by February 10 is when I'm offering my special, because you do not want to miss out on the February or March Paper Pumpkin kits. It is some of the best paper pumpkin that you will get, I tell you. It's so exciting during this time of celebration and paper pumpkin. It's wonderful. So let me switch over. Excuse me. Let me switch over, and I'm going to show you what I mean about having some stuff. But what do you do with it, right? I've got ideas for you. All right, so let's take a look here. You know, when you're stamping your sentiments, you're making your projects, and then Stampin' Up! So generous, they always give you a couple extras in case you make a mistake. And then you're left with a couple of these pieces. And of course, we don't need that, so we'll get rid of that. You also end up sometimes with excess of the wonderful embellishments, trim, the exclusive stamp set, of course, some glue dots, and of course the wonderful spot. I love the Stampin' Spots. I like to take them when I go away, say for a little weekend trip or something, and I'm going to be doing some crafting. It's much easier for me to take these than my large stamp pads. So I do not want to collect all my paper pumpkin boxes. What I do like about these, do you know when you take them apart, you can go ahead and turn them inside out, and you have a perfect little shipping box when you're shipping things out to friends. I love that. So I will take these apart, I will flatten them down, and then I will store them with my shipping needs when I'm sending out any types of things like my classes, or I want to send a little gift to my daughter who lives in Nebraska. And so that's already taken care of. Now, one of the things I really like, I love these spot holders. These are a Tim Holtz. I believe it's Tim Holtz. Let me see. Yeah, it's Ranger is the company. But anyway, it holds 12 mini inks, and it's just perfect for our Stampin' Spots. So I love to use those, and they come in a package of 2 when you purchase them. So that's great. Now, what do I do? That takes care of the spots. What do I do with my extra parts and pieces? Well, I'm very excited to show you this. Now, on page 135 in the annual Stampin' Up! Catalog, you will see the basic black 6x8 album, and then you'll also see the Variety Pack 6x8 photo pocket pages. There's 12 pages with 5 different designs, and I love to use those in combination, and let me show you what I mean. So I've got my binder here with a fun paper pumpkin sticker, and I take any of my excess parts and pieces. It could even be the card bases. It could even be where I've chopped them up, the envelopes, all of those extra parts and pieces. So let me show you what I mean. So I have right here some of my leftovers after I've been working with the lovely perennial January paper pumpkin kit. What a great one. But I did have some parts and pieces left over. So I simply started putting them into the pockets so I could go back and utilize them at another time. And so you can see here, I had quite a bit of these leftovers. Stampin' Up! Gave so many, and I did some alternative projects, so I didn't use them all. So it's perfect that they're right in here. Here are my extra card bases, and then a little bit of things that I cut. I have nothing here, and that's okay. I've got some extra envelopes, and then I have on the back side here, I have the actual instructions for the paper pumpkin. Here's my holidays one. the instructions, and here are my parts and pieces. I didn't actually use hardly any of these for some reason, but these would be fantastic for some Valentines. Already done for you. So my extra things are here. Here's some extras of these, and then my card bases and envelopes. So that's just showing you the past couple of months how I've organized them into here. Now, one thing you could do if you wanted to, if you wanted to take your exclusive stamp set, you can also put it right in with the extras from that particular kit. And that's one way you keep everything all together. Since the stamp sets coordinate with your kit, you could do that. I am not storing my stamp sets in that because I want to be able to utilize those stamp sets whenever I would like. So this is all for those extra parts and pieces. I love this. And then I can even write on my thing here what months are included in here, however I would like to do it. So what will happen over time I will end up getting more of these, but I tell you what, these are going to store take up less space than all the boxes of paper pumpkin, and it's organized, and I can flip right through and see what I have. When they're kind of stacked in the boxes, I have to take the box out, I have to open up the box, I have to look through. Much better access, and probably going to use it more. So that is that. Now, what about my exclusive stamp sets? Well, here in the January Paper Pumpkin, Stampin' Up! Included this, but also when you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can print out any of the stamp set images like this. And then Stampin' Up! Has their slim cases, and I simply put my Paper Pumpkin stamp set right in there. If I wanted to, I could put 2 in here. I could put 2 of the labels in here, and then I could add my second stamp set. That's one way to cut down on the need for that. All right, I've taken care of stamp set. I've taken care of the parts and pieces. Let's talk about the mini glue dots. Now, I do love the mini glue dots, but I have to tell you, when I am working and want to work quickly, I don't use my mini glue dots. I use my tape runners because I happen to have it. As a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, if Paper Pumpkin is all you do, you might not have those and you utilize these. Well, what do you do when you get these almost in every kit? I absolutely love using the 4x6 passport pockets by Avery. I have talked about these before with my, let me show you, with my gems. I use the pocket things here. Patty Bennett was another demonstrator who shared how she organizes, and she uses the Avery passport envelopes. These are fabulous. So I use my embellishments, I put them in the Avery pockets, and I'm also going to use that for my mini glue dots. Now I can just grab this if I am going away for a weekend and want to take my spots with me, and I want to take my Paper Pumpkin thing here, and I've got a couple of stamp sets. That is taking up a lot less room than all those stamp pads and all those boxes. So I love the Avery Passport 4x6 envelopes for that. So with that, also your extra embellishments, you can also put those into the Averys. You could also put them in the binder if you want, but then I feel like they're just not ready access, that you can use these for almost anything and any projects you're working on. So you want to keep them wherever it is that you keep your embellishments. Same with our little guy here. What I think about these is I do have a place where I keep all of my ribbons and trims, but I would like to get this a little bit more organized. So you could also use the passports for that. You could also slip it right in with your stamp set. You can put it in a pocket in the binder. So these are just some great ideas and ways to organize your Paper Pumpkin with some tools that just help make that access to your extra pieces and parts right there for you to use for future projects. Now, if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, this is where I was going to tell you about my Paper Pumpkin starter kit. If you subscribe with me for Paper Pumpkin for a 3-month prepaid subscription, you will also qualify for a level 1 celebration pick, because it's celebration, and you will be getting a starter kit from me. You will get 1 package of Stampin' Up! Slim cases. You will get 1 of these fun spot holders. Doesn't that sound fun? Now, if you are a 6 or 12-month subscriber, you will get the case for your spots. You will get a package of the slimline cases, and you will get 1 of the black 6x8 albums and an assortment of the pocket pages for you to use to start organizing your Paper Pumpkin parts and pieces. Now, it is a great opportunity to get these starter kits. If you are already a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I hope I've interested you in some products that you might think about for organizing your Paper Pumpkin. Again, if you're not a subscriber, I've got just kind of a special gift for you. Check out the link below for all of the details. And thank you so much for stopping by. I hope I got you something to think about. But again, this is the best time for Paper Pumpkin. I love the January through March. And if you've already missed January, when you subscribe by February 10th, you are able to go back and get any of the past Paper Pumpkin kits and refills. So that's another benefit of being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So go ahead and contact me for any information that you need from me. I have the links below for joining and subscribing. Remember, by February 10th, in order to get my Paper Pumpkin starter kits. Until next time, happy stampin'.